Greetings everyone. Welcome to Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. This is Aisha, your Tuesday blogger. Happy Tuesday everyone. We have some really good questions this week, so I want to go ahead and get started. They are pretty robust, so I'm going to try and make them make sense. I have the questions in front of me. First one is, do you wish you would have done anything differently? And when I thought about this question, of course, there's things I wish I would have done differently. I truly believe in my heart that I would have been at goal even before November 29th. It took me a year to get to goal, 12 months, November to November. November 2010 to November 2011, I reached goal, but I think I would have been done maybe even a month earlier had I not sort of made some choices along the way. I got a little sloppy here and there, and sloppy meant I wasn't recording like my protein. I went through, some weeks where it was just like, I don't feel like writing everything down, so I wasn't keeping up. When I introduced protein bars into my life, I think that slowed me down a little. I got a little hung up on those. When I introduced nuts, eating nuts into my journey, some of that finger food kind of thing, I think slowed me down here and there, and a few other factors if I think back. But a couple of the things that I think really, if I could do over, I think the question says, done anything differently. I really wish that I had trained myself to eat slowly and to remove sort of that glutter's mentality where I just want to gobble up everything. It's so good, I just want it right now. And I'm 13 and a half months post-op. Actually, next week is my 14th month surgiversary, and I still struggle with eating slowly. I don't want to say I hate that about me, but it is something that I don't like. I wish I didn't take big bites, and I wish I could slow down consistently. Like, I have to work so hard at slowing down. So for those of you who are on the journey in the beginning and perhaps you're pre-op, make sure that's one of your priorities. Eating slowly, you can really feel that you get hungry, or I'm sorry, that you're getting full, and you eat less. Like, seriously, when I slow down and eat, I eat less. And that's the objective, not to just be full in 5 minutes. And so that is my number one thing I wish I had done differently, was to slow down and not take gigantic bites of food. All right, who or what do you watch, talk to, do to get inspiration? This is a big question, but I'll narrow it down to this. Dr. Connie Stapleton has this saying, we can't do this alone, but no one can do it for us. And I heard her say that, I'm not sure if I heard her first say it at the Obesity Help event I went to in May 2010, May 2010, or at her Eat It Up seminar that she did literally 3 days before I had surgery. I got to sit through a whole day of her seminar instruction, and it's called Eat It Up. And I took that to heart, that I can't do this alone, but no one can do it for me. I also had the great opportunity in September of 2010 going to a KDJ seminar called Weight Loss Surgery Rockstar, or Weight Loss Surgery Rockstar. And that was another full day of sort of training and thought on weight loss surgery. The other thing that I did to get inspiration was be a part of a support group. So from May 2010, I started support groups. My surgery was November 2010. So I've been participating in support groups. And the things that I was learning in many cases was things not to do. I saw, unfortunately, a lot of people, I don't want to say a lot, I saw several people with regain. I saw several people, multiple people, never reaching their goal. and sort of derailed and sidetracked and things of that nature. And I've tried to live my life by really just kind of learning from mistakes of others, and certainly making my own mistakes and learning from those. And so that's where I was getting inspiration, those events, those seminars that I got to go to, including the Obesity Help one in May of 2010. And then seeing the regain, seeing people who never reached their goal. And I didn't want that to be my story. And with all due respect to those who are in that battle, I just personally didn't and don't want that to be my story. And so that's where I work from all the time now, is how do I want my story to end or be told. And so then came July 2010, where I watched Bandit Wendy dance. She had reached her goal, and it was late one night. She posted that video. I was typically catching those videos, any videos in the nighttime, probably sad. Surgery wasn't, it was July 2010, so I hadn't had surgery yet, and sometimes I was sad because it was taking so long. Sometimes I was demotivated and saying forget it because I'd rather eat. And I caught her video that one night in July 2010, and she danced, and she danced, and she danced. And something about that moment I wanted in my life. I wanted to be able to dance, to have reached my goal, to be slim. And I also watched Kelawanda. Many of you know who Kelawanda is. She was a VSG, or is a VSG person, and I started the journey wanting to be a VSG person. But based on my comorbidities and circumstances, I knew RNY was best for me. So Kelawanda was another motivating or inspiration to me. In those early days, I used to write down things she said. They were just so thought-provoking. Mariposa, 1978. She was so clear and could articulate a lot of the issues related to how our insulin works and things of that nature. And so I always appreciated her knowledge and just how you dealing with the carbs and things of that nature. And then, rest in peace, Yehuda. Yehuda was big. I was big. I was 355. I could relate to some of his struggles with the food issues and the addiction. And I used to appreciate Yehuda so much, and his knowledge and how he could just be so raw in explaining how the journey was going, and just his progress was amazing to me. And I used to just be so awed by it. And so those were places that I got inspiration. And at the beginning of, January 2011, I was still demotivated about exercising, and I knew that I needed to incorporate exercise into my plan. There was no way to get slim if I didn't. And so I pulled Wendy's dance video January 2011 and put it on my Facebook page, Shea Leonard, that's my Facebook page. And I was like, this is my reminder. If I want to dance, I got to get going. And so cut to November 29th, 2011, I danced. And thank you, Bandit Wendy, for making that response video and dancing to Bootylicious as well. But that's just a few places I got my inspiration. My number one sort of trailblazer, game changer was seeing Tamika Anumi 1109 get lap band and be successful. And she taught me that having weight loss surgery was okay. Plain and simple. That's where it all started. Prior to that, 2008, I had been in a program at my health plan, Kaiser, but I had an accident and I had to get out of the program, and I wasn't ready to stop eating, let's just be honest. And so when 2009 came and Tamika had her surgery, she taught me it was okay. She taught me weight loss surgery was okay. So that's where the inspiration came from, in a nutshell, those varying things. And then the last one Where did and does your drive and determination come from each and every day? I have to say, number one, it comes from right here. It comes from spending the last 13 months realizing this is my journey. No one can take it from me. Many times when I'm out running, I'm saying to myself, you know, my own mantra of like not stopping and don't quit and all those kinds of things. But this is my journey. No one can take it from me. And I want to tell my own story as best I can. And so Wendy has a video, and I just said to her today, I just said to her today, I'm filming on Monday, but this will be posted on Tuesday. No one cares if you go to the gym. No one cares if you work out. She was having a tough day. Not sure when she filmed this particular video. Maybe it was in 2010, but it was just recently posted to her wall. And that's the truth. At the end of the day, no one cares. You have to find your own motivation. My motivation is that I want to be slim. I like how I look in the mirror. I like how my clothes fit. I don't want to be a glutton anymore. I don't want to chase the scale in terms of having to go on a diet again because I've gained 20 pounds. I've gained 10 pounds, that kind of thing. I don't want to deal with that. So if I don't want to deal with that, then I have to check my behavior every single day. Even with Weight Watchers, I remember being in Weight Watchers and listening to my teacher. You know, they have a little instructor, you go to the little sessions every week or whatever, and they allow those teachers 5 pounds. I think they weighed in every month, and you could gain only up to 5 pounds. And I've sort of incorporated that into my world. I got a 5-pound reach, and really my lifetime maintenance range is about a 7-pound, but I'm trying to hang around no more than a 5-pound mentality, because chasing more than that on a scale takes me back to a dieter's mentality, and it's something I fight against every single day. And so that motivation to keep going is, I just don't want to live like I used to live. I don't want to live in a dieter's mentality. I don't want to chase the scale again, 10, 20, 15, 30, 40 pounds. Psychologically, I don't think I can handle it anymore. You come from 355 and you get out of that space, you get down into Wonderland, you get down into a single-digit close. You had better have a change in your thought process, or it's just not going to work. And I deal with myself every single day with that. It has to be an internal change. It has to be a personal mental shift every day. You can't really ever let up. I mean, you can relax and you could, you know, have that freedom to make some choices in your food patterns, but you got to keep a handle on them. You really can't ever fall asleep in this journey if you want to stay healthy and strong and feel stable and safe in your body in terms of where you are physically. You really can't ever let up. And so my motivation to go to the gym, my motivation to do step aerobics or go outside and run is right here, because no one can do this for me. And I realize I can't do it alone, but no one can do it for me. And with that said, I hope this has been a help to you and a good use of your time. And again, this is Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works with Aisha. My YouTube channel is Grell and Be Gone, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.